Hi, I'm Jackie the Joke Man Martling, and you're watching my favorite show, Bourbon Soaked Live. Of course, I might be saying that because I want to get into Juliette's pants.
Well, hey there, y'all. I am Juliette Miranda, and welcome to our very first annual Boozy Pajama Party on Bourbon Soaked Live. Y'all, it is great to see you here, and happy early holidays and all that jazz. We've got quite the crowd hanging out in the chat here. This is awesome. So let me just get some hellos out of the way. I see we have Ginger hanging out with us, and I got news for Ginger coming up in a couple seconds here. Also, Will is here, Wes is here, Container Man is here, and I owe Container Man a huge thank you, who sent us some early Christmas presents.
Heck yeah.
I will be sporting my Christmas present on next Monday, which will be awesome. So thank you, sir, for sending that stuff our way.
Daddy's wearing his tonight.
April Hellman is here. Anthony Redneck Way of Life is here. So y'all, cheers.
Cheers to you.
So behind the scenes, as always, we have the man, the myth, the legend, David, the producer.
Yes, and I'm wearing the coolest Hugh Hefner jacket that was sent to me by Container Man, by the way.
Looking very sexy in his silky robes.
My jammin' jammies.
Are you jamming back there, David, the producer?
I don't know if you call it jamming.
I don't know if jamming is quite the word, but
I'll take it.
You're looking quite slick there. I like it. I like it. So I hope y'all are in your PJs, and if you are, I want to know about it. But before we get to that, I want to talk a little bit about the bourbon that I'm drinking this week. Today I am drinking Red Cedar Spirits Rye Whiskey, and this is a present from the lovely Ginger, who sent it my way. Now, she has been raving about Red Cedar Spirits for as long as she and I have been communicating here on YouTube and Twitter and everything, and I was dying to try it, so she managed to smuggle a couple of bottles my way. Yeah,
Actually, 2 bottles.
Very covertly. I like the marking them as perfume on the shipping label.
That was smart, actually. Very smart.
It was awesome. So I'm drinking the rye whiskey because I was in a very rye sort of mood. And let me say that the rye is, so Red Cedar Spirits is from a distillery in Lansing, Michigan. It's a craft distillery. They are seed to spirits, so they do everything. They, take care of the grains, they distill them, they age them. The rye is aged 3 years. I don't have any info on the mash bill, unfortunately.
Yeah, we looked it up and couldn't find anything.
No, unfortunately, it's not listed anywhere. But I will say it's a very classic rye profile. It's very smooth and light, very easy to knock back, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing tonight.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I don't see that bottle making it through the night.
No, in fact, if this show goes well, and if y'all keep me hanging out here, I may polish off this whole damn bottle tonight. That could be interesting.
If you hear swishing in the background, it's my jacket. Listen.
You're going to start a fire with those armpits.
I know. It's awesome.
So what do you say, y'all? Let's talk a little bit about what hashtag Bourbon Soaked Live is. Ah, yes, there it is. I am on the Twitters, and I want to see y'all on the Twitters too. Take a photo of yourself tonight wearing your PJs or, just hanging out and watching the show, and let us see you and get to know you and use the hashtag #BourbonSoakedLive. Now, we've got another great photo here from Blended Whiskey. I believe he's in Germany, and oh my gosh, he is always drinking just the best looking drinks. Seriously, how much fun does that look?
That is one hell of a beer. Not a big drinker myself, but Blended Whiskey, hats off to you, bro.
Right? I mean, knock that thing back and you will just be in a coma. We also have a photo of, Ginger has been taking her time doing memes for the podcast, and this one cracked me up. I talk a little bit about some ridiculous thing that a girlfriend's family did for the holidays. And yes, absolutely, take your fucking stickies and pie and shove them.
Wow. That's some strong words.
Yeah, well, it's early. It only gets worse from here.
This is true.
And of course, we have a,
Wait, hold on.
Hang on.
I skipped a few. Hold, please.
Come on back.
There we are.
Container Man has a new bourbon that he's going to be trying out. Now, he's on the road right now, so he's not drinking.
Can't drink tonight.
Not at all. But the second he is off the road, I want to hear a little bit about how this pecan whiskey tastes.
Pecan, I've never heard of pecan whiskey or whiskey flavored.
I'm curious. I'm a little skeptical. I don't know quite how good it's going to be, but I'm very curious to hear how it's going to taste.
I'm sure he'll let us know.
Yeah. Now, I saw some sweet photos in there of Ginger and Will. You got to get to these.
Okay. Hold, please.
Oh, that's me.
Look at you tagging yourself.
I know, I'm such a whore. All right, Ginger. Look at that purple.
What she says, I have my pajamas and robe on, waiting for Bourbon Soak Live pajama party.
Aw, now bring it up, bring it up. Oh, you look so cozy. Purple's good. I like the purple. Totally snuggy, totally like pajama party ready. I love it. And did I see Will in a snazzy sweater?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, it's a onesie.
It's a onesie.
Oh, you, sir, have my respect. That is outstanding.
That is awesome.
I love it. I love it so much. We are so going to get one of those for Behind the Rant.
You see, a whole bunch of people have just joined us. Do you want to?
Yeah. So let's say hello to everybody that's hanging out with us here. Donner Pass Whiskey is here. Now he's at work, but I am glad you took time out to say hello. Whiskey Crusaders have joined us. Cheers, y'all. It's good to see you.
Cheers to the whole crew of Whiskey
Right?
Crusaders.
Yeah, and the always awesome Jenny is here, our moderator who keeps people in line and keeps the chat flowing. I see Ganna has joined us. The Shape is here as well.
The Shape is here.
I'm so glad to see you. Glad you
I
could
saw
make
your
it.
couch comment. Yes, I'm still trying to buy Jim's couch. It's not working out so well, though.
I see Richie Z has joined
Very
us.
close.
Yeah, whatever. It's close enough. Richie Z.
Close enough with the bourbon in hand.
Well, thanks for joining us. And I'm drinking a special rye whiskey that was sent to me by Ginger, who's also in the chat. It is from Lansing, Michigan. It's called Red Cedar Spirits Rye Whiskey. And it's very nice. It's a very smooth, easy to drink rye. And I plan on putting a whole lot of it back tonight. So there.
Yeah, that's not going to last at all. I can already tell.
Oh, God, no. I mean, what is whiskey for if not drinking, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have a nice little glass of Larceny back here that is absolutely delicious. And it's my go-to.
We always have at least a jug of that sitting in our bar.
But I do have to give a special shout out to the awesome, incredibly odd, I didn't think I'd enjoy it this much, but that new Makers that you picked up?
Oh, yeah. We've been drinking the Maker's Mark Wood Stave series, the RC6. Y'all, I cannot rave about this stuff enough. It's Maker's Mark, and it's had an extra aging put on it. And while it's aging, they add wood staves to the barrel of different toastiness, I suppose you could say. And the result is amazeballs. It's so good. It's similar to Maker's Mark, but it just enhances what's there and brings out these wonderful toasty, spicy sort of flavors, a little bit of fruitiness to it. I'm in love with it, y'all.
I was shocked I liked it as much as I did because I'm not a huge Makers fan. Gotta be honest.
I know makers have kind of just like moved past, I guess. But I like that they're kind of upping their game with the way that they're aging it and doing these little, things like it. It's cool.
Move past. I kind of like the uppity.
I know, right? Pinkies up, y'all.
Pinkies
I've
up.
moved past
I've moved
Maker's Mark.
past. Wow. Always give a good bourbon a good shot.
Well, there's so much bourbon out there in the world. You kind of, you got to drink it all. I'm not going to limit myself just because there's one that's decent.
That's right. Jimmy C just joined us.
Well, hello, Jimmy C. You are on time. I love it. Well done.
Wow, somebody bought themselves a watch. I love it, Jimmy
Right.
C. Thanks for hanging out, brother.
Ginger was mentioning that she's also drinking the Outlander bourbon that she sent. We haven't cracked that one open yet. I was just in the mood for rye tonight. That's kind of like my spicy go-to, but we're going to be breaking into that Outlander bourbon this weekend for sure.
Over the weekend. Yeah, we're definitely going to crack that open.
We've got some hardcore holiday celebrating to do this weekend. Well, Killer Whale has joined us. Hello, thanks for being here. This is our boozy pajama party, so I hope you're wearing your PJs or, strategically placing a bottle somewhere.
Yep, and we're going to tell people how to post pictures in just 1 second.
That's right. This is Bourbon Soak Live. So when you are sharing your photos, post them to Twitter using hashtag Bourbon Soaked Live. Also, y'all, that onesie that Will is wearing is totally badass. So if nothing else, go to Twitter and take a good look at that onesie because I'm in love with it.
Yeah, there you go.
Shape is
full glory.
Shape is saying, wait, pajamas? Dude, just, take your clothing off. It'll be fine. You sleep in the buff, right?
Yeah, and you could put a bourbon bottle strategically placed if you sleep in the nude like I do. Just put the bourbon bottle where it really belongs.
Exactly. Yeah, it'll be fine. Just cover up the necessary stuff and you will be good. Creator Spotlight Show has also joined us.
Hey, Mike. Good to see you
good
here.
to see ya.
Yeah, so I wonder if, since Shape wears a mask...
Do you sleep in the mask?
Well, he can get 2 masks.
A sleeping mask and his everyday mask?
Yeah, well, one for his merkin.
Ew. Scott is asking if these are new knee socks, and I have several pairs of white ones. I don't know if I've worn these ones yet. I'm just a no pants kind of gal. When it's chilly, I do the knee socks.
Yeah, you're totally all about the knee socks.
Pants are stupid.
We know this.
I know. I say this all the time, but I'm going to keep saying it because fuck pants. Go Bourbon.
Fuck pants. That needs to be a t-shirt.
Or cross-stitch it on a pillow or something. So tonight, y'all, we're going to be talking about our favorite holiday movies. And I suppose before I get to mine, it might be a good idea to open the show up and ask, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Oh, you're going to start with that controversy?
It's coming. I'm just hitting it head on. I mean, if I don't do it now, it's going to happen later. And I figure I might as well talk about it now while I'm still reasonably sober.
Reasonably. Yeah, I am going to chime in here and say that's a big no.
And tell me why you think Die Hard is a big no Christmas movie.
Well, it just happens to be winter. It's more of it doesn't even really reference Christmas except for the holiday party that they're doing at the office, right? That is the only reference to the holidays.
So you're saying for it to be a Christmas movie, it has to take place during Christmas and it has to involve Christmas in some way.
It doesn't have to take place in Christmas. It just has to have more of a Christmas theme.
I see.
Right? So, like, what's a good example of a movie that doesn't actually happen on Christmas but would be...
A Christmas movie?
Christmas movie.
I have no idea.
I got to think about that one.
I got nothing.
Yeah. I got a whole big bag of nothing on that one. But I am taking umbrage on your list, but I'll wait till later for that.
Well, I'm going to say that I sort of think Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I appreciate the fact that it has a Christmas tree in it.
How dare you?
But I don't personally watch it for Christmas. It isn't on my holiday movie rotation. Ginger is asking about Gremlins, and hands up for Gremlins. Love the Gremlins.
But is it considered a Christmas movie?
Absolutely, because it doesn't just take place during Christmas, it is about Christmas. I mean, Gizmo is a Christmas present.
Yep, that's true. Okay, I'll give you that one.
I mean, the Gremlins sing Christmas carols. And I see a little bit of debate about knee socks.
What's the debate on these socks?
The definition of what makes a sock a knee sock. So I will be very clear. Knee socks hit directly under the knee, and then there are over the knee socks, which hit above the knee, and then there are thigh-high socks, which hit the thigh. That's just the law and order of socks. And now that we've clarified that, I see you are texting someone. Please tell me it's Doug from Who's Right.
No, it's work.
Oh.
But thanks for asking.
Well, all right then.
I could just produce real quietly in the background.
Nice, nice. So let me know your favorite holiday movies in the chat, and we will debate them. But I think right now, if David the producer is ready, we can bring up one of my favorites.
Want to bring up movie number one?
Bring it up. It's Just Friends. I never saw this movie before my guy. He introduced me to it, and it is now, hands down, just one of my must-watch movies for Christmas time because it's a holiday romance without the cheese. You know, I'm not a big romantic movie kind of gal. You're not going to really see me watching, the single girl goes home for Christmas alone and then meets the man of her dreams, Prince Charming ending movies. They're not my thing. However, when it comes to Just Friends, you get this really snarky sort of romance where they're just really, kind of nasty in certain respects. It's a blast to watch. It's got Ryan Reynolds in it. I mean, the guy can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned.
We just watched this new movie last night on Netflix.
The Netflix movie. I forget what it's called, though.
Six Underground.
Six Underground. Yeah, it was okay.
It was decent. It was...
It was a little hard to follow. Not that you really need a plot for action movies, but
No.
It had these weird flashback sequences that were just a little disjointed. Flash forwards,
flash forwards.
Flash sideways.
Yeah, exactly. But this movie is absolutely a blast.
Yeah, it's always funny. I watch it at least twice a year. I see that Container Man says his favorite Christmas movie is How the Grinch Stole Christmas and Scrooge. Now, is that Scrooged with Bill Murray? Because I love that version of Scrooge.
Who did the original? I thought Scrooged was just that.
Well, there's like 17 versions of Scrooge out there.
What did he say? Scrooge or Scrooge?
Oh, he says Scrooge.
Oh, okay.
So I need clarification.
Yes. Clarification, which version and with whom?
Yes. Will is saying we have a special episode about our favorite Christmas movie, Gremlins, coming out on Christmas Day in your podcast feed. That's right. Will, feel free to share a link to your podcast if you want in the chat because they've got a great one.
Oh, you know what? Will is not a mod, but I don't know how to make him a mod.
Can't he just share a link without being a mod?
No, you have to be a mod to share a link.
Oh, got it. All right.
Yes. So, but we will. I'll make sure to make you a mod in the future, and we'll get that taken care of. We'll make sure that that podcast goes out, and send us a link and DM on Twitter, and we'll make sure to post it out on Twitter ourselves.
Absolutely. And Container Man clarified he does mean Scrooged.
Scrooged.
With Bill Murray.
Yes.
That movie is
Awesome.
hysterical. I love. It's so subtle. You see his office, and written on the wall it says, "Cross, a thing you nail people to." I crack up every time I see that because I think it's just fucking hysterical. I'm pouring more bourbon because I finished my first glass.
Wow. You're like hanging out with Elvis tonight.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. You put the XXX in Christmas.
Ghost Mafia says Scrooged had Bill Murray in it. All others were Charles Dickens and Christmas Carol. Understood.
That is true.
Got it.
Yep.
Ginger is saying that her favorite Christmas movies are Gremlins, Nightmare Before Christmas, A Christmas Story, and Bad Santa. Now, Nightmare Before Christmas is another one of those debatable movies. I think it's a Christmas movie also.
Some people call it a Halloween movie.
And some people call it a Halloween movie.
I know.
I really think it's a Christmas movie because in the end, Jack Skellington learns about Christmas spirit.
I think it's a Christmas movie.
It's a total Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Dave Larson has just joined us. Hey, Dave, how's it going? This is our boozy pajama party, so I hope you are in your jammies, sir.
Yes, and they should be posting photos up on Twitter at hashtag Bourbon Soaked Live.
That's right, y'all. See, we already have cool photos of onesies. Oh, and Patrick Fulmer just joined us. Pouring more bourbon, my favorite part. Yeah, actually, that's kind of my favorite part too, sir. So, cheers to that. And if it's any testament to the bourbon that I'm drinking, this is Red Cedar's Spirits Rye Whiskey. And it's so smooth, I'm knocking it back as if it were water.
Nicely done.
Let's move on to the next movie. My next favorite holiday movie would be Elf. So, Christmas movies can kind of be a love or hate thing. You know, they're either like ultra cheesy and annoying and just kind of grating. And then you get a movie like Elf where you think you might hate it at first sight. You know, it's got Will Ferrell dressed in tights and you're going to think this is stupid, but it's not. It is hysterical, it is smart, and it's got just the right amount of magic to it, I think. You know, there's that ending where everybody kind of, you know, sings and they get that Christmas spirit going, and it just feels good without feeling sappy.
Well, it brings kind of a childlike quality back to Christmas, which that has been missed in a lot of movies for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah. And I love the scene where he's like, do you need a hug? I'm going to eat your face off.
It is a great movie. And it has a bunch of people that I absolutely love. I mean, Will Ferrell is, you know, he's hit or miss in some movies, but I think he's great in this.
This is the perfect role for him, I think. You know, it gives him a chance to kind of be goofy, but also have a little bit of heart.
But James Caan is just one of those people that I would have never guessed would have been good in a Christmas movie.
That's why this is so
about
perfect.
Godfather and, you know, some iconic movies, and he's a tough guy. He's always been known as either ladies' man or tough guy. And to be in this movie is really, I didn't see how he would fit into it. It's amazing.
Well, that's why I like it, is because he's so unexpected in it. It's also why I like the movie Misery, which isn't a Christmas movie, but it is a winter movie as far as I'm concerned. And just seeing a guy like him confined to a bed for pretty much the entire movie, you know, some guy who's very animated and very, like, you know, tense. It's interesting seeing him forced to change the way that he acts.
Yep, and you have Ed Asner, who makes a great Santa.
Oh, God, yeah, and Bob Newhart.
And Bob Newhart, that
As
is his
Papa
adopted,
Elf. Papa
adopted
Elf.
father. And that is just great casting.
Absolutely, 100%. And I see Christopher David has joined us, and he says, good evening. Well, good evening to you. Thanks for being here. We are talking our favorite holiday movies at our bourbon-soaked pajama party.
That's right. So, you know, I'm not contesting any of the movies you put in your top 5, but I'm contesting the movies that didn't make your top 5.
Well, we will get to those.
Oh, I think I'm ready now.
Oh,
No,
really?
No, I'm
Really?
kidding.
What would you add? What would you add?
No, let's go through your 5
All
first.
right. So moving it right along, my next favorite is from the Christmas Carol family, the Muppet version of the Christmas Carol, which has the tremendous line, not written by Charles Dickens, but perfect anyway, light the lamp, not the rat. Michael Caine as Scrooge in this is so fucking fabulous. It's ridiculous. And I was reading that he actually, going into this, decided to play it as though he were in the actual stage play, A Christmas Carol, and play it total straight man, you know, never acknowledging that he's working with Muppets, just treat everybody like actors. And I really think that that kind of adds to his angry realism in this as Scrooge. The whole movie is just perfect. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Muppets. They make me stupid happy. They're cute, they're funny, and they fuck everything up. You know, somehow in every Muppet movie, the Muppets do something wrong, and I love it. They're just genuine, cool little critters, I think.
You know, I think the movie's okay. You turned me on to this. I had never seen this
I'm
before.
sorry, you said okay?
I said okay. You turned me on to this. I had never seen it before till I met you.
Right.
And I do like some Muppet movies. probably more the recent ones than the ones from the past, right? This one, I give it a C+.
You realize you sleep with me at night, right?
Oh, not tonight, it looks like.
Okay, so what's your problem with the Muppets here?
I just think that it's, I don't know. It is a different look at the, classic story, and I appreciate that. I do love, what's his name?
Michael
Who
Caine.
plays Ebenezer Scrooge.
Michael
What's his
Caine.
name? Michael Caine, thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
I think that he's awesome in this. I just think the supporting story is just kind of weak.
I think Charles Dickens would disagree with you.
Well, it's what they did with it that I think was just a little weak. That's just me.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Bah humbug.
Wow.
Is this the point where you tell me to go fuck myself?
I'm going to tell you to decrease the surplus population.
Oops.
Is that not the most gracious way to tell somebody to fuck off?
Yeah, I think it is.
Please, just decrease the surplus population.
You have a lot of comments you got to get to.
Indeed, I do. Now, I see Will is saying he likes classic claymation Christmas movies like, do you mean the Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer one?
Yep.
Because that is so much fun.
Heat Miser is my favorite.
Although I will say, the more I watch it, the more it really does feel dated. I mean, I love the classic aspect of it, but we just watched it the other night.
It was hard to get through.
And it's starting to become
Frosty
a little
the
bit more
Snowman?
difficult.
Well, that's a cartoon. That's not, the claymation.
Right, but I don't know. And you just start to notice little things like the dialogue. It's
Gets a little
it's a
hokey.
little weak. Little weak.
But they are classics. You
But
can't
they're classics
deny
because they are charming.
it. Can't deny it.
And that was one of my criteria in making my list, is that these movies all kind of have to be a little timeless.
Yep. And
What do I see about
Richie Z says Elf is definitely great. Absolutely.
I see Anthony Redneck Way of Life says nudity would shut you down, so he's not going to be sharing a photo of him in his birthday suit, which is what he sleeps in apparently.
Well, you can always put something in front of it. A sock, a
bottle.
a thimble,
Yeah.
whatever is appropriate.
Whatever fits. Container Man is saying Jingle All the Way.
That's an awesome
That's
movie.
a blast. Although I will tell you that the kid in that movie drives me out of my mind because he's such a little shit.
Yeah, he's pretty...
I mean, his dad's got to work. I'm sorry, dad's work. And he's like, get me my toy. I don't love you anymore.
You work too hard. Yeah, you know what? You have a nice roof. Go screw yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this lovely home you are in, fuckhead.
But it is actually a funny movie and a fun movie because of Phil Hartman, of course, is amazing in it.
As the sleazeball in it, he's
Yes.
hysterically awesome. And I love Arnold. I think he's fun too, so...
And, I never liked him in any of the comedies he was in. Like when he did Twins, awful
Twins is
movie.
terrible.
And Kindergarten Cop, awful movie.
It's not the tumor.
Really bad in comedy movies.
But I
Arnold
love
never had
him.
a good one.
Predator is hands down the best Arnold movie there is.
But that's not comedy.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
No. But when you look at his comedy movies, they're all
They're
awful.
terrible. Yeah.
But this one,
It's
actually
good.
pretty damn good.
It's very good. I see Donna has joined us. Hey, Donna. Thanks for being here. Now, Ginger and Patrick are kind of saying the same thing here. So Ginger says, although Chevy Chase is a fucking asshole, Christmas Vacation is one of her favorites, and Patrick is
we'll get to
agreeing
that.
with Christmas Vacation. I'll give you a little spoiler. It's not on my list.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Container Man says all 3 Santa Claus movies, and I have to agree with him. Those are all great.
I love the first two.
The first 2, except for what is it? The freeze.
That's the third one.
Yeah, that's
With
Martin Short.
Jack Frost in
Yeah,
it.
Jack Frost.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Speaking of Jack Frost, I don't know if y'all are horror movie fans, but on Friday, Joe Bob Briggs, the hero of my writing and horror movie days, he hosted on Shudder Joe Bob's Red Christmas, and he showed the movie Jack Frost along with 2 others, and it might just be the worst movie ever made.
It was BAD suck.
It's one of those direct-to-video horror movies from the 90s. So the effects are so awful. There's no plot whatsoever. It's a serial killer who is on his way to the electric chair. He winds up in an accident with a chemical that rearranges his DNA and makes him a killer snowman.
Right.
That's the plot of the fucking movie.
Well, and Will, I'm with him 5,000%. He says he likes Rudolph, the Misfit Toys.
I do love the Misfit Toys.
That is a great, and I could watch that all day long. And out of all of those stop motion ones, I think that's my favorite.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I just like the spirit of it.
I just like a stupid kid dentist.
It's not a kid, it's an elf.
He's a kid.
And who gave him that idea? Be a dentist. You're an elf.
Right.
Conform.
Conform.
Make my toys, damn
What,
it.
a socialist?
Oh, God, no. Fuck, no. No.
What's your next one on the list?
Ooh. Oh, this is such a great story. And I have so many things I want to tell you about it. It is a Christmas story. Now, speaking of horror movies, one of the things I love about this movie is that it is directed by Bob Clark, who also made the movie Porky's, and he also made the movie from the 70s, Black Christmas. If you've ever seen either movie, you can actually kind of see the visual style in Christmas Story. They're very similar. And Porky's is just hands down one of the greatest comedies ever, but that's a story for another day. Now, here's something you may not know about A Christmas Story. It was written by a man named Gene Shepard, who, in my eyes, is kind of the original storyteller. He had a radio show where all he would do is sit there and tell his stories about his life. And then he turned them into essays for Playboy magazine, and then he published 2 books. And A Christmas Story is actually one of the stories in his book, and he's the narrator of the movie as well.
That's right. He did narrate it. And the redheaded kid who played
Scut Farkus.
Farkus
Yes.
had actually reached out to me on Twitter, and we're going to get him on the show a couple years back.
Yeah, right when we started the show,
Right
actually.
when we started the show, and then we just got busy. And
It didn't work out,
It didn't
yeah.
work out.
Well,
But
because it
he
would
was
have-
such a nice guy.
It would have had to have been done in December. I mean, you can't have an interview with Scut Farkus in July.
That's right. But he was such a
He was a
sweetheart
sweetheart.
of a guy.
Very nice guy.
Yeah. And you know what? I'll probably reach out to him and see if he wants to do, if he could do us a favor and do one of the Bourbon Soak live videos up front.
Well, sure. I mean, we had Jackie Martling on today, which was awesome of him to do.
Do you want to show that again?
Sure, why not?
All
it's
right.
very funny.
We'll throw it up.
Hi, I'm Jackie the Joke Man Martling, and you're watching my favorite show, Bourbon Soaked Live. Of course, I might be saying that because I want to get into Juliette's pants.
Jackie, that's all right. My pants are, well, they're promised to someone else, but
Promised.
all right, they're under lock and key.
Yeah. Chastity belt.
So there's a little bit of horror movie conversation going. I see Richie Z called out Silent Night, Deadly Night, which is, oh my gosh, one of the cheesiest slasher movies from the 80s. And actually, Joe Bob aired Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 on his special. And what we learned is that approximately 60% of Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 is a rehash of the first movie. They literally replayed all of the key scenes from the first movie in the second movie as flashbacks so that they could release a sequel, and then they just filmed around them.
And saved a ton of money.
Oh my God, yeah. And they still had a movie out of it, so.
So do you want to go to your closing top 5?
In a minute, I see we have Sparkle's Supreme Queen, who has joined us and says Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for
Merry
being here
Christmas.
tonight. We're talking our favorite holiday movies. And we got off on a little bit of a tangent about horror movies. And Will is calling out 1980s Christmas Evil, which I'm not familiar with, actually. I could use a little bit more detail about it. Have you seen that?
Maybe we'll have to look that one up. That's one we haven't seen.
Yeah, and I saw Ginger also mentioned Krampus earlier, which I actually really enjoyed. I thought that was a fun movie. And I know that they have remade Black Christmas for the third time, and it's just coming out now.
I heard it's ass.
And I have zero intention of seeing it because I feel like they remade it for the explicit purpose of just giving a girl power. And it's not a girl power movie. I mean, I'm all about empowering women, but for the sake of the script, you need to stick to the original story. If you want to make that movie, make a new movie.
Ghostbusters.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, I had a little something in my throat.
Yeah. The remake of Ghostbusters is trash. It's just a bad movie. And I'm going to go off on a little tirade here. I heard the remake.
Of what?
That Christmas song. Baby, it's cold outside.
Baby, it's cold outside.
The It's Your Body, Your Choice song.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say this right now. Nobody's getting rapey in Christmas carols.
No.
They're just not.
No.
I appreciate that it sounds maybe a little creepy if you listen to it with those ears, but it's a song. It's a nice song. It's a holiday song. Appreciate it for what it is. Don't remake it into something it's not.
You know what? Rewriting old songs is the equivalent of burning books.
It absolutely is. This is like rewriting Tom Sawyer.
That's right.
And that's all I'm going to say about that.
No, let's talk about some more.
All right, let's talk about that some more. I see Sparkle Supreme Queen is going to dinner. Well, thanks for stopping by, and cheers. It's been good seeing you here. Bourbon.
Container Man says, I wanted to say that like forever.
Scott Ohms has joined us, and he says the Grinch who stole the Christmas bourbon.
What?
Well,
that's a thing? Well, the Grinch who stole Christmas is absolutely
it's a
if it's
great
not
story.
And you had Boris Karloff's daughter
I did.
on the show.
I did.
And she told the whole story on how he won the tell the
Well,
Emmy story.
Yes, so Boris Karloff is the narrator of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and he won a Grammy Award for it. And he wasn't a guy who was all into awards, so when he finally got it, he used it as a doorstop. I mean, how's that for being just badass about something? You know, it's like, cool. You know, I'm pleased I won it. I'm going to use it as a doorstop. America. Ginger, I gotta say, I'm digging the rye. It's going down pretty easy here. See?
Wait, and for those that haven't seen my pajama
Oh, yeah, the
outfits,
Container Man pajama outfit.
That's right. It's very Hugh Hefner.
Looking very, very sexy back there.
Well, thanks to Container Man for sending me a nice package that include this with pants and the whole thing.
I like it.
Yeah. Cheers, Container Man.
I see the ladies and gentlemen of the round table has
Hello,
joined
Lisa.
us. Lisa, it's great to see you here. And Ginger is admiring the pop from the bottle that I just had. It was quite awesome. You missed it.
My favorite part of the bourbon bottle.
Exactly.
Or as, our friend...
Oh, I did the America.
Yeah.
I did the America.
America.
Yep. So, moving on to the last movie on my list. The classic, Miracle on 34th Street.
Has to be the original.
It has to be. I refuse to watch this in the colorized version, and fuck the remake. I mean, the original is where
Tell me
it's
how
at.
you really feel.
You don't remake a movie like this. You just
How
don't.
could you remake a movie
This
like
movie is perfection on every level. I was trying to do sign language to communicate that we didn't, that we understood we had issues.
Yes, the batteries went out on my nice Zoom
Your
5
Zoom.
units. So, and it had 2 bars out of 3, so looks like we're going to be spending lots of money on batteries.
I know, it's so, you don't get a warning. What they should do is give you like a couple of like beeps or something when it's about to die.
Yes.
So y'all, did you not understand my sign language? I was trying to communicate. I mean, I know a little bit of like actual sign language, but I was trying to do the whole like,
You know actual sign language? I just know my name.
A, B, C, D, E,
Okay,
F, G.
yeah, you just proved it.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's good enough.
And Containerman says, just keep uncrossing and recrossing your legs.
Yeah, as she pulled a Sharon Stone, she says, should I just do that just to keep people here?
I'll just do that over and over again.
You did not
I know
say
why
that.
you all are watching.
You did not say that.
No, whatever. I was rapsing poetic about Miracle on 34th Street when we lost audio. And I was saying that the movie actually won an Academy Award for Best Story, and it makes sense because it is a great, great story. Total heart. What are you doing?
We have something on Bourbon Soaked Live, the hashtag.
Hashtag Bourbon Soak Live. What have we got?
Let's see. This is This is from...
Christmas Evil. I've seen that cover before. I've just
right.
never seen the movie. Well, now I want to watch it. I love those schlocky 80s horror movies. I think they are so much fun. And usually, actually pretty grisly when they want to be. Oh, and Elvis has joined us and says, awesome channel. I enjoyed your interview with Mike Rowe. Thanks so much. I'm glad you caught that. Mike Rowe was amazing. He was just so smart, and it's probably one of the interviews I've been most apprehensive about because I wanted to make sure I could keep up with the guy. He's just like so on the ball, and just it's tricky to maintain conversation with people like that. So thank you.
He was one of the nicest guys you've had on the show, though.
Oh, so nice, so nice. And you get people at that level, that they're. It's not that they won't share the interview, but he was great about it. He retweeted it. He was really generous in telling people to listen to it.
Yeah, so. He's one of the good guys.
Bourbon.
Okay, now that you've given your list, which was Just Friends, Elf, A Christmas Carol, A Christmas Story, and Miracle on 34th
The
Street.
Muppet Christmas Carol.
Okay, I'll give it the preface. All 5 of those movies are really good, except for, the Muppet one I'd probably, displace with other things.
I understand you hate me, but that's okay.
No. There's a lot of love there, but whatever. So, I take umbrage because you did not put Christmas Vacation as a top 5 Christmas movie. It has everything you love. It has John Hughes.
I love John Hughes.
It has 80s comedy or
It
90s
does.
comedy in that case.
Yeah, it's late. No, it's early 90s.
It's early 90s.
Early 90s, yeah.
90s comedy. It has Beverly D'Angelo. It has
I get it.
everything that you love in a Christmas movie. How did that not make your top 5?
I was looking at the movies that just have a, special place in my heart. And I love that movie, I do, but it doesn't have Muppets in it. It doesn't have Ryan Reynolds in it. It didn't win an Academy Award for Best Story. And it doesn't have Gene Shepard writing for it either. So, and it's just that short. And I have no explanation for you. There were a lot of movies that I wanted to add onto the list, and oh my God, David's leaving the room.
Yes. Christmas Vacation. And how did you not have Click on the top 5?
Oh, that movie kills me every single time you make me watch it.
You know I love that movie.
I mean, number one, Adam Sandler. Really?
I'm not an Adam Sandler fan, and you know that. I mean, some of his stuff is okay. It's fine. Happy Gilmore I think is funny. And maybe a couple others are mildly funny here and there. But Click? Come on. Who's with me with Click?
Yeah.
Anyone.
You are not going to get any love for Click. I see Mash and Drum has joined us. Hey, good to see you here.
Jason, great to see you.
If you have love for Click, let us know. Personally,
But vacation. Christmas vacation.
It's I didn't
Shitter's
say.
full, Clark. Come on.
I didn't say it's not a great movie. I just didn't make my list.
You might want to hold off on the kiss because he's got a lip fungus.
See, Ginger's like, what's Click?
Oh my God. Ginger,
Be glad you don't know.
immediately after this stream,
Oh my God.
go out
You will-
and search for Click.
It's so maudlin.
Stop yourself. Stop yourself.
I'm trying to find the words
You
for
know what?
how much
it's
I hate
going
this
from
movie.
me sleeping on the couch to you sleeping on the couch real quick if you mess with Click.
I wasn't messing with it. I was just telling that it's not a good movie, but that's fine. I see Jason
Jason says
bringing out the Die Hard.
Yeah.
I love the movie. I do. And oh my God. What's his name?
Good old what's his name?
I wanted to call him Jeffrey Rush, but it's not Jeffrey Rush.
Oh, you're talking
Alan
about
Rickman.
Alan Rickman who died.
I love Alan Rickman in everything. The man is just brilliant. He was so good in Galaxy Quest, which is maybe one of my favorite comedies ever.
And by the way, if anyone is a huge Die Hard fan, go out to what is it? How did they make these movies?
The movies we grew up on.
The movies
on
we
Netflix.
grew up on Netflix.
Yeah.
There is an episode on Die Hard that are things that you've never known about the movie.
Yes.
Because I consider myself a pretty knowledgeable Die Hard guy.
Right.
And I knew barely half the things they talked about.
I mean, I like the movie, but I'm not very well versed in it. I didn't even know that the movie was based on a book. So there's cool stuff going on. The whole series is very good.
Ginger says Die Hard is a Christmas movie, which, by the way, Ginger, you are out of my will. And you see Elvis's question?
What kind of bourbon are you sipping on? So, Ginger, who's in the chat, has shared a craft bourbon, actually craft whiskey with me from Red Cedar Spirits Distillery in Lansing, Michigan. I don't have a lot of information on it, so I don't know the mash bill. What I can say is that it's aged 3 years, and it's a really, really easy to drink bourbon. Very classic flavors.
Whiskey.
I keep saying bourbon. I'm sorry. It's a whiskey.
Rye whiskey.
It's a rye whiskey, and it's just very classic tasting. There's a lot of vanilla in this. Very smooth, and you can see that I'm putting it back like water. So it's,
It's
nice and
damn
light.
good. And
Nice
thank
and
you
light.
to Ginger.
Yes, and thank you to Ginger for
And
sending
Will.
that.
I'm
and
sure,
Will,
that
for sending a little bit of Christmas spirit our way.
spirits. Red Cedar Spirits, to be specific.
Are you just going to correct everything I say?
Nope, just having fun.
All right.
Hey, what's the proof on that, by the way? You never stated the proof.
It is 40% alcohol by volume.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what proof that translates into, but there you go. Oh, Mash and
Well, you
Drum
know it's 80.
just posted something.
Oh, what'd they post?
I believe it's on the Twitters.
Oh, on the Twitters.
Oh, I see Gaffa is here, who is telling people now that you're going to twerk for people who like the video.
You know what? I'll twerk, No, I won't, Gaffa. And by the way, a big hug out to Gaffa. Because,
Smooches.
Yeah, well, he just went through
I know.
huge accident.
I'm glad you're, hanging in there, sir. That's definitely intense. We're glad you're okay.
Yeah, glad to see that, one, that you're out of the hospital and back home. And two, that I hope you're on the mend and your back's going to be better soon.
Absolutely.
I hope.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you're just you're with us, so that's awesome.
Yes, I mean, from everything that I've heard from other people, that it was a pretty horrific accident that he went through, and I'm glad to see that he's good.
Absolutely. We've had a couple new people join us. Texas Radio Comedy is here, so hello to you. I see Blended Whiskey has joined us also. We showed one of your photos earlier. It's great to see you here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the picture he sent last week for his last one from Germany. What about a Christmas?
Oh, wow.
That is classic.
Wow. Oh, you, sir. Owning the bunny ears.
That is awesome.
You look like a pink nightmare.
Wait, yeah, I love that line. Hold on. Gotta get it full screen.
Well, you are rocking the bourbon soaked PJs there.
Well, and to fulfill your fantasy, Jason, here you go.
Yes.
A little Christmas story.
A Christmas Story is on my list, and I said it earlier, I will say it again. It is written by Jean Shepherd, who is the original personal essayist. I mean, before David Sedaris, before everybody, you had Jean Shepherd, an amazing writer and amazing storyteller. I will say that till the day I die. Just great writer. And he narrated the movie, too.
That's right.
And it was directed by, what's his name, Bob Clark?
Bob Clark, who also directed what again? Porky's, right?
Porky's and Black Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah.
You would never guess those two things.
Well, if you look at the movie, you can kind of see similarities in his directing style.
Yeah, definitely a pink nightmare.
Let's see what we have going on in the chat. What am I looking at?
Texas is saying hello. Hey, how you doing, Texas? I saw you, by the way, last night in a wig and a little bit of makeup. I won't tell the authorities. You looked, well, you were working it. We'll just put it that way.
Do I need to know what you were doing last night?
No, you don't. No.
While I was sleeping innocently?
I'm not watching men dress up in drag while you go to sleep.
Do we need to have a conversation here, my love?
It was unintentional.
All right.
Blame it on Texas. Blame it on Texas.
All right. And Jenny, as always, is making sure y'all remember, if you like what you're watching, click that like button, click the subscribe button, and share it. Because we're having a pajama party, y'all. I'm wearing my fucking PJs on TV right now.
TV?
I'm sorry, I was born in the 70s. This is television as far as I'm concerned.
Wow, you really hit it hard.
And I listen to albums also.
Yes. Would you like to hear it on the phonograph?
22 skidoo.
Yeah.
Old sport. Well, you and your smoking jacket.
Wait, hold on. There we are.
Oh,
Got the Hugh Hefner
yeah.
thing going.
Oh,
Thank you to
silky
Container Man for giving me this awesome gift of a smoking jacket.
I
I always wanted a smoking jacket.
tried to convince David, the producer, to wear it shirtless.
Well, I was going to do that, but then if I go shirtless, I got to go bottomless, and if I got to go bottomless, then I got to get something
The
to
shot of
cover,
you is
that
waist up.
and
The
and
shot of you is waist
no
up.
one had a spare elephant to cover me up, so
There's an
that.
otter. There's an otter next to you.
Oh, there is.
There is. There's an otter next to you.
Well,
This is the stuff that we have in the podcast studio. We have otters.
that's right. Podcast and YouTube studio.
I see some bourbon talk going on right now. Mash and Drum and Richie Z are talking about what they're drinking. Mash and Drum says he just polished off a bottle of Spice Tree.
Ooh,
Nice.
and how was that?
I'll bet that was good. Oh, Creator Spotlight Show is saying that the smoking jacket is almost as good as your red dress.
My red dress rocked. I don't care what anyone says. If anyone's been to New Orleans and have gone to the Red Dress Run and hung out there and drank on Bourbon Street for, 48 hours,
Yeah.
you're going to wear a dress, you're going to like it, and you're going to have a blast.
That's what you do in New Orleans.
That's right.
It's perfectly normal. And speaking of New Orleans, we need to have a moment of silence for Cowpoke.
Oh, stop it.
The merman Christmas decoration that was lost in a tragic accident, facilitated by David, the producer.
Well, you know what? If you're going to lose something, you might as well lose it in an airport bathroom.
I know, but he was this...
Except for your virginity, of course.
Of course. But he was this beautiful merman with this red sparkly tail, and he was shirtless, and he had like the six-pack abs, and he was riding a stick pony, and I miss him every day. So Mash and Drum says that he loved the bottle, one of his top choices for bourbon drinkers trying to get into scotch. Good to know.
Ooh, is that a good transition bottle?
Wow, we'll have to look for that.
Well, we're
That's
just
right up our
starting
alley.
to get into Scotch.
I
a little
know.
bit more.
I'm not.
We're not.
I'm not
peak
there yet.
Fanatics yet.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm still, you know.
I mean, there's a lot of bottles that we really enjoyed of some peaty, really good Irish Scotch whiskey. But Irish Scotch whiskey. Sorry, Scotch whiskey. We've enjoyed a few of them, but we're just not knowledgeable enough on that side. We know
right. We're getting there. You know.
U.S. whiskey and bourbon, but that's about it.
I love the bourbons. It's my thing.
But we did get a bottle of Cavassier for the holidays.
You are going to do something tragic with it. You're going to dump it in eggnog.
Or as you call it, elf cum. No, it's awesome. Eggnog is awesome.
If you're going to drink sperm, you might as well mix it with
Hey,
cognac.
eggnog is the best.
Ugh. I mean, just thinking about it makes me want to hurl.
No, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's actually quite good.
All right.
Oh, stop it.
What? See, everyone's like, yuck, eggnog. That stuff's foul.
Oh, stop.
Oh.
Ginger.
I see Jimmy C has opened up a bottle of Larceny, and yay, you. And by the way, Larceny has their barrel proof out now.
You're kidding? When did it come out?
Recently, like in the last couple of weeks, I believe.
Let's ask Jason from Mash and Drum. Have you had the barrel proof Larceny yet?
I am dying to try it. We were supposed to get a review bottle, but we haven't actually checked our mail in like 4 weeks, so it could just be sitting in our mailbox. David is ignoring the comment about him looking like Carla from Cheers in his dress.
You know what? You can be a hater. Viewed this, Mr. Tony. I don't mind. I look like Tina Turner, but a much more paler version.
You had a very good Tina Turner look going.
Yes, a little bit more pale, but I'll take it.
Say no to the nog. Yes, hashtag no to the nog. Thank
Oh,
you, Jimmy C.
God. Is it going to be that kind of? Is this going to be a bah humbug Xmas pajama party?
Oh, simmer down, Ebenezer. Elder is here. Have you been here the whole time, or are you just popping in now?
I love lurkers.
Says uncorked a bottle of Santa Fe. I can't pronounce that word, but it is a single malt small batch, which is mighty fine. Colkagan?
Colkagan.
Colkagan?
Yeah,
Colkagan?
I think it's Colkagan. I would imagine.
I don't know.
And as Jenny Marcet says, tweet your pictures to Bourbon Soak Live. Hashtag Bourbon Soak Live.
Yes, this is a pajama party, and I'm really just loving I'm loving the bunny ears.
Well, you got to see Jason from Mash and Drum in his bunny ears is classic. I love that.
It's beautiful. I mean, just pink nightmare all the way. And I love the bourbon behind you because it just makes it.
Bourbon and bunny ears. I think there was a band in the 80s.
Bourbon and bunny ears?
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably an emo, like synth band.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what have we got here from Jimmy C?
We have...
Oh, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Oh, my God. He's got your flask right there.
Oh, I love it. Oh, and the coaster. I love it. Cheers to you, Jimmy C. Look at you, looking badass.
That is awesome.
That's brilliant.
Very
The
nice.
swag.
Yeah, and by the way, we have to do another flask giveaway soon. Why don't we do that for Christmas?
Yeah,
Why don't we do it next Monday?
do that next Monday.
Next Monday, let's give a bunch of them away.
Sure.
And we have coasters for days.
We do.
So why don't we do
We
those?
should do something with the coasters and the flasks.
Yeah, give it some thought. How you
All
want to
right,
give away
all
a whole
right.
bunch
Well,
of
y'all,
coasters.
well, make sure you come back next week, and we'll be doing coasters and flasks for Bourbon Soaked.
Yeah, why not? At least we could do for all the cool people that come out here and hang.
Absolutely. Because that's what we do here. We hang out and we drink bourbon, and we talk about our favorite things and our not so favorite things, and
And how bad her choices were for the top 5 movies for Christmas.
Okay, well, if my choices were so bad, other than Christmas Vacation, what would you add to the list?
Click.
Stupid Click. What else would you add? That denied.
Tonight.
Your point is invalid.
You have no point. All right. Boy, I think those were the 2 biggest ones that I had an issue that were not in the top 5. Because Christmas Vacation, for God's sakes, Randy Quaid, crazy Randy Quaid.
I get it. It's a great, great movie, but it just wasn't quite great enough for me.
Ooh.
I see Green Bay Wacky has joined us, who is drinking coffee right now.
Green Bay Wacky.
Speaking of coffee, so I ordered a coffee bean from Blanton's. They
Oh, yeah, you have to tell Jason from Master Drum this.
Blanton's Bourbon does a coffee bean that they age in bourbon barrels for a little bit, and the results are amazing.
And Jason, I know how much of, obviously, with your channel and what you do, how much of a bourbon fan you are. You have to go get the Blanton's coffee beans that were soaked in their barrels.
It's limited. I don't know
Unbelievable.
if they have any left, but I
hope
gotta
they do.
say that the Blanton's bourbon coffee beans are amazing. Really,
They're crazy good.
crazy good.
Now, it does take a few more beans than usual if you grind up regular beans.
Well, you like your coffee super strong. You do more
Yeah, I do.
beans than
Okay.
most normal people do. You do.
Are you calling me Abby Normal?
Never. I would never. So Patrick Fulmer is calling out the movie Scrooged, which I totally agree.
That's a top 5 movie. How
Great
did not
movie.
Make that in your top 5.
It's just
It's Bill Murray. You love
I
Bill
love
Murray.
Bill Murray. I do. I
You
do. I
adore
totally
Bill
heart
Murray.
Bill Murray.
Right.
I used to, when I was a kid, I had a huge crush on Bill Murray. He was the king of my fantasies for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I fantasized about Bill Murray. That's how much I adored him. And there was just something about him. Like, he was a little, like in Stripes, he's a little raunchy, a little dirty, but still funny. There was just something about it. Made it so sexy. I see Mad Kiwi has joined us.
Hello, Matt Kiwi. Good to see you.
Green Bay is saying, is that George Clooney off camera? Well, actually, in the smoking jacket. Oh, and viewed this is calling you the key grip.
I'm the gripper of keys. Are you the key master?
I see Creator Spotlight Show is agreeing with me that Stripes was awesome. It really was. Stripes is such a funny movie.
So, Green Bay, this is your challenge. You have to put a picture on YouTube. No, I'm sorry, on Twitter. Sorry.
We're wearing pajamas.
Pajamas tonight. That's right. So, it's hashtag Bourbon Soak Live. Put your picture up there in PJs.
And knee socks if you have them.
If you sleep in the nude, just DM to Juliette.
And Container Man is saying check Twitter. And while you do that, I'm going to give a big hello to Roger Wakefield, who has joined us.
Oh, Roger.
We were chatting earlier today, and he's got some cool things that he's working on right now. So cheers to you.
Yes, and you told me after you hung out there that Roger and his
wife.
Is it his wife?
Yes.
Okay, wife
Yes.
listened to your podcast.
I know. I love it when people listen to the podcast.
Very cool.
I have a new holiday episode that's out right now that I'm a little concerned about. But what have we got going on the Twitters?
Let's see. We just had a notification from... Oh!
It's our friend Container Man.
Let's see him. I'll pull him up here. On Bourbon Soak Live. Hashtag
Bourbon
Soak
Soak
Live.
Live. Looking good.
That's a
No
great shot.
red I see today.
It's hard to tell with the lights. He may actually... But not his beard. He didn't do his beard today.
No, I love it when you do the colored beard. I think that's so much fun. But thank you. It's great to see you, and I'm so glad you're hanging out with us tonight. I promise next week I'm going to be wearing my special Christmas present.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm very excited about
Container Man sent us both a bunch of really nice gifts, and my gift came in the form of a Hugh Hefner little thing here for Jammie night.
it.
So,
I know. I have something even
Thank you,
cooler.
sir.
I do. I'm cool. quite pleased with it. So
And you're going to wear that next week.
I am. Yeah. It'll be our Eve of the Eve show.
That's right. It's Christmas Eve.
Eve of the Eve.
So tell me about Roger's channel. I don't know much about it.
You know about Roger's channel.
Well, I know that he does a plumbing channel, and I know that he's all about the trades. You told me that.
Absolutely, yeah, and he's got this cool project. Well, I don't know if I can talk about what he's.
Oh, you know
what
what?
he's
You
doing,
probably
but
shouldn't.
I don't want to go there.
Yeah. But hopefully that that connection that we put out there works out.
I
for
hope so,
Roger.
because I think it's really cool.
I'm hoping that works out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool. And what viewed this at?
Did mine not come through? I hashtagged it. I don't think it's there viewed this, but we'll do a double check.
Taking a look right now.
Hey, we got another one there. It's a back off the eggnog.
Oh wait, we got
There's stuff. There's stuff.
There's stuff. that is Tony. Hold on. I gotta put him up here.
Bring it up. This is so fucking awesome. I love it.
Okay, that's the meme.
That
of
is
the day.
the best meme I've ever seen. I've seen this meme like a million times, and I love that stupid cat. All right, that's awesome.
Oh my god, that's a whole weekend
That's
right
awesome.
there.
And that's reviewed this.
Oh, that's from Tony.
I love it.
Holy
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Okay, that's gonna get retweeted out about 400 times.
Oh my
Let's
God.
figure
We
that
need to
out.
make that thing a thing. Everybody, if you are on Twitter, please retweet that.
Yeah,
Just
retweet.
retweet the fuck out of that. Mad Kiwi wants to know what I am on tonight. And look, okay, here's... This bottle was full when I started the show, by the way.
Well, that's not unusual.
Really? I'm just adding a little bit to my glass because
And what are you
it's the
drinking?
holidays.
That's true.
This is a special present from Ginger, who is in the chat, y'all, so you want to send some thanks to her. This is the rye whiskey from Red Cedar Spirits Distillery. It's a craft distillery out in Lansing, Michigan. She sent me 2 bottles from them, a bourbon and this rye whiskey. And I'm drinking the rye whiskey as though it were water. It's very nice. It's a very classic rye profile. Just very smooth. It's got a lot of vanilla to it. It's been aged 3 years. I don't know the exact mash bill, but it's very, very easy to drink. Personally, I'd actually like it more if it had a little bit more punch to it. So this is something that I would give to somebody who's not quite the rye fan, you know, somebody who doesn't like a whole lot of spice. But for right now, I think it is just serving me well, and I think it would make a great addition to a cocktail too.
Yes. So, okay, if Jason is still in the chat, I have a question for him because I'm trying to figure out... Okay, so I have a bottle of Cavassier, which is always goes good with eggnog. And shut up. I don't want to hear your
Elf
bad.
cum.
It's not that bad. I love eggnog. If you were to mix something in eggnog, Jason, other than Cavassier, what would it be? Do you have a top?
Elf cum.
Stop it. That is the funniest meme I've seen today.
It really is. I see Gemma has joined us. Hey, Gemma, thanks for being here.
Gemma, great to see you.
So, Gemma, what are your favorite holiday movies? That's what we've been talking about tonight until we got distracted by eggnog.
There's a lot of people who are new with it. Haven't been here since you gave yours out. So
Should I reiterate what my top were?
Well, you can ask them for theirs.
Yes, please. Tell me your favorite holiday movies, because we're having a boozy PJ party right now. So the idea is we're drinking a whole lot of whiskey tonight and wearing our PJs and hanging out and talking holiday movies because it's the Christmas season and this is what you do. You watch, you know, silly holiday movies, and I have my favorites. My number one was Miracle on 34th Street, although I do want to say Just Friends might be a close runner-up because I love that movie. Ryan Reynolds is so perfect in it.
And you also had Elf, A Christmas Carol.
And A Christmas Story.
Muppets.
And it was a Muppet Christmas Carol. Let's clarify that.
Okay, I'll give you that.
The Muppets. Green Bay Wacky has sent us a photo.
Oh.
Oh, and Gemma called out a movie that we have not talked about, which would be Home Alone.
Oh my God! How do we forget? You know what?
Another
I thought
John
of that
Hughes
yesterday.
movie. I know.
I thought of that yesterday, and I thought, how did that not make your top 5?
And I see, ladies and gentlemen of the round table has called out, do you mean Polar Express? Because you say Polar Street, but I'm assuming you mean Polar Express. I could be wrong, though.
You want to go to Bourbon Soak Live?
Let's go to Bourbon Soaked Live. Hashtag Bourbon Soaked Live on Twitter. That's how we share our photos of each other. Green Bay is looking all so cozy
In
in
his jammies.
his
Or-
jammies.
I think that might be a bathrobe and a 1920s swimmer outfit underneath.
Ew.
I'm kidding.
Ew.
Green Bay knows I'm kidding.
And he's also saying that his favorite is the old school Rudolph, which we were talking about.
That is the best.
Mm,
The Misfit Toys.
I love the Misfit Toys. I do.
And is that the same one with Heatmeister?
No, it's the same style animation.
No, I know, but it's not the same video.
It's not the same
What
movie.
is the one with Heatmeister?
Heat Miser.
Miser, sorry.
I'm
Meister.
Mr.
I said,
Heat Miser.
I said Meister.
I'm
Heatmeiser.
Mr. Son of a Gun. I
No.
don't remember what it is, but
Mr. Heatmeiser.
I don't remember the movie. I mean, I remember it, but
Oh, I can't remember the name of that one.
I don't know.
I think it was Someone Save Christmas or something like that.
I don't remember.
If anyone remembers Heatmeiser, write it in the chat.
Yeah, let us know the title of the movie that has Heat Miser in it.
Yeah.
Because it's the same sort of old school claymation
Burgermeister
style.
Meisterburger.
Thanks, that's helpful.
Well, that is a great character in there.
Heat Miser?
No, I think that's in the other one.
Well, now you've lost me completely.
No, the one with the Misfit Toys.
That's Rudolph.
Yeah, isn't that the one with Burgermeister Meisterburger?
No.
Oh, okay, then. Oh, it's A Year Without Santa Claus.
Thank you.
Mike nailed
Oh,
it.
finally, we've clarified
Great.
that.
Yeah,
All right.
it's the one where,
Somebody's train was rolling off the tracks.
Ms. Claus, Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus.
I know. I call her Ms. because, she plays on the side. So, Ms. Claus, she made Santa stay home because he was sick.
Money never sleeps.
I know. Right? Lazy Santa.
Right?
Babes
Wait,
in
hang on.
Toyland.
Viewed This has a top 5 list. 5, Die Hard. 4, Elf. 3, Scrooged. 2, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And 1, the original White Christmas with Bing Crosby and
No one
Danny
brought that
Kaye.
up.
Okay, I'm going to say I'm not a fan of White Christmas. I'm not, and I love musicals. My personal holiday musical is Meet Me in St. Louis with Judy Garland. And it's not entirely a Christmas movie. It just ends during Christmas, and it has a beautiful Christmas dance scene. I like that better than White Christmas, which I feel is a little tedious.
I think White Christmas is actually a very cool movie. If you've seen it, you have to kind of lay into it, meaning you have to see it 2, 3, 4 times to kind of get is part of
You
your
do.
Christmas
Well,
thing.
and talking about classic
And
Christmas
Bing
movies.
Crosby, you talk about Bing Crosby. Bing Crosby's got this great cadence with
He
his
does.
voice.
He does. I love listening to him, but the movie just doesn't do it for me. The classic Christmas movie that I love is Christmas in Connecticut.
I hate that movie.
It's
with
such a
passion.
madcap movie. I love. Well, here's the best line in that movie is in the very beginning, where the actress playing the lead, for the life of me, I can't remember her name. She's a writer, and she has just purchased herself a mink coat, and she says, "You have no idea what a mink coat can do for a girl's morale."
How is this the first time that It's a Wonderful Life has come up?
Oh my gosh! Green Bay, yes, I can't believe we haven't mentioned It's a Wonderful Life.
I mean, no one has. It didn't hit anyone's top 5. Isn't that
Wow.
weird?
Well, I feel like the movie is a little slow.
It's dated. It's a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
But my God, but so is Miracle on 34th, and that got
Miracle
a few
on
mentions.
34th Street, however, is an uplifting movie. it's consistently throughout an easy to watch movie. It doesn't get bogged down in
And suicide?
Suicide, right? I mean,
I'm going to throw myself off
I
the
love
bridge.
Jimmy Stewart. I do. But that movie is really hard to watch.
It's a bit rough. It's not long. It's a standard movie length as every movie was at that time. They never varied, right? They were
But
always
it's just
the same length.
it's tedious.
It is a little tedious.
And Donna Reed,
Yeah, she was fine.
I'll tell you, when we were in Las Vegas, we were there with the Drift and Ramble podcast, Steve and Cheryl.
Yeah.
We had a running gag that was related to It's a Wonderful Life. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh, it was the dinging on the slot machines.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I do recall now.
Every time you hear the dinging of a slot machine, a stripper gets her tits.
That's right.
So, what have we got? I see Bishop's Wife. I'm not familiar with that.
No. I've never seen that.
Oh, and I wanted to call out, too, that Patrick Fulmer has referenced Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which is a fantastic movie.
But we watched that
But
at Thanksgiving.
That's our Thanksgiving. That's actually, well, what it is for us is the start of the holidays
That's
movie.
right.
It's the first movie that we watch to launch the holiday season.
Yes. And it really is kind of
It's a Thanksgiving movie.
It's
a Thanksgiving movie.
I know. And I think it's one of I mean, there's very few Thanksgiving Day movies.
This is very true.
And did you see the one, anyone mention The Holiday with Jack Black? Jude Law, Kate Winslet, and Cameron Diaz.
I don't know that.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen it.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I had no idea.
And Bishop's Wife, we haven't seen.
I have no idea what
heard
that
of the
is.
Movie, never saw it.
No idea.
You got to tell us what it's about. Scott Ohms is calling me out by name. Look up eggnog, how to drink on the YouTube.
No, I don't want to know how to drink. I mean,
hell yeah, eggnog is the best.
no, yeah.
It is nectar from the gods.
No, it has come from the elves. So Elder is clarifying 2 versions. Older is with Loretta Lynn and Cary Grant as the angel. Oh, I love Loretta Lynn.
I never saw
I'm
that.
going to have to look for that.
And Mad Kiwi says Christmas Carol.
So another classic Christmas movie that I have to call out that I'm very curious to see if anybody knows. Bell, Book, and Candle.
Yeah, that's
It's a little bit of a deep dive, but
Is
it's
that really a Christmas movie?
it is because it's one of those debatable Christmas movies because
Like
it
Die Hard?
starts with Christmas, where the lead character, the woman, for the life of me, I can't remember her name again, but she's a witch and she casts a spell to make Jimmy Stewart fall in love with her. And she has a Siamese cat in the movie named Pyewacket. And my mother loved the movie so much she named our Siamese cat Pyewacket. Kim Novak, thank you, Elder. Thank you. That's
that was
it.
Kim Novak.
Kim Novak,
That's
yeah, and
right.
she looks beautiful in the movie.
So Tony from View of This said, check the meme, which I did.
What are we looking for?
I don't see anything different with it. Hold on.
Green Bay is calling out Die Hard as a Christmas movie. We've had this conversation, and I think David and I are on the same page. It's not a Christmas movie.
No.
It's Christmas movie-ish.
It has a Christmas theme because it's done in an office party during Christmas, but it's not a Christmas movie.
It's an action movie. I don't associate it with the holidays.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
I know. No, I can't say it is.
Yeah. I got nothing.
Oh, wait, I got to show this from Ginger, sorry. Keep reading the chat.
Nectar from an elf's dick. That's what eggnog is. Exactly.
I viewed this said I was joking. Tony.
You sent us on a fool's errand.
I know. And
Boo.
look what fool followed him.
Oh, you're not a fool, baby.
Oh, that's so condescending.
So what do you say, David, the producer?
Do you want to talk about next week or the next 2 weeks with the podcast?
Well, right. So we have a new episode of the Unwritable Rant available right now. And it is my holiday episode. And I was saying earlier I'm a little concerned about it because I just heard that Hallmark Movies is under a little bit of criticism right now for canceling an advertisement that they shouldn't have canceled.
Did you hear that they are trying to negotiate to bring it back?
Are they really?
They got so much heat on the internet that they're trying to negotiate with that. I don't know who it was. Who was it?
It was a wedding planning company. I don't recall exactly what they were.
It was wedding planning that supported gay marriage.
Yes,
and
yeah.
Hallmark decided not to advertise with them. They caught a tremendous
amount of shit.
And now they're
going
CEO
back.
Apologized, and now they're going back to them and saying, "How can we make this right?"
Oh my God, Hallmark, take a fucking side.
They only take a side where they know they're going to lose.
So I only bring this out because on the episode of the podcast prior to all of this, I said that generally speaking, I believe there are two kinds of Christmas celebrations, a Hallmark celebration and a National Lampoon celebration. And I tell the story about the time that I went home for Christmas with a girl that I was dating, and she had a very Hallmark kind of family. So if you check out the latest episode of the Unwritable Rant podcast, I love this story. So I hope you will listen to it and check it out because it's a little bit of a riot. What am I pointing at? What?
You're not pointing anything.
You
I
are.
pointed.
In the meantime, y'all, this has been Bourbon Soak Live, and every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, I go live, I drink bourbon, and we hang out, and we talk about our favorite things. We share photos at #BourbonSoakLive, and we get to know each other. It is probably the coolest place to be on a Monday night, right?
I'm here.
Of course, if David, the producer, here it's as cool as it gets.
And we'll be going live the next 2 Mondays,
yes.
even though we're taking the podcast
So
off.
the podcast is on a little bit of a winter holiday. However, Bourbon Soak Live, no holiday for this. Next Monday night, we're doing our Eve of the Eve special. And we're going to be talking about winter wonderland fun. So make sure you join us next Monday night at 7 p.m. Wear your jammies if you want, because it's Christmas time, so we might as well be comfortable. And I'll be here hanging out with y'all and chatting. That's right.
Same.